because you are not feeling sure about yourself, you are feeling insecure, you will just be anxious. You see yourself, you are anxious, you cannot really do anything. You just lay down, you're like thinking you can't even sleep. But why is person with me? I'm not really that fine. I know about his exes and those that he have dated, or I know about her exes and those that she have dated. I know that her previous exes they are rich, but I'm not really that buoyant. Why is she with me? Why is he with me? And he start feeling insecure, and then they cannot start feeling maybe he's getting something from somewhere else. He's getting something from someone somewhere. Hey everyone, I'm Abigail, and I'm going to be talking about something that I've been wanting to talk about for a long time now. It's something that I have. It's something that most of us out there will have it. Our loved ones could have it. Our friends could have it. But the problem is that none of us is talking about it. And when maybe you bring up such discussions in public, people are like, "Nah, it's not really important. It's not really of value, so push it outside, push to the background." And it has affected most of us in our mental health, our physical health. So let's talk about it. Various researches are proving that insecurities are real, and not only real, it has affected the health and the lifestyle of most individuals. In families, when you bring up such things like insecurities, they're like, "Tough it up, man up, whatever." And so it's not really talked about in such a light that it is needed to help young women or young ones that are facing these insecurities. Well, there are different types of insecurities that people have in life. Since I'm insecure about myself, or my life, maybe my body and all that, it's not necessarily the same thing that you as a person is insecure about. So we have various insecurities. There are three major types of insecurities. The first one is personal insecurities. This has to do with your person. Could be your body, maybe your eyes. If your eyes are too big, your nose is too big, your mouth, or the way you talk, the way you speak, the way you look, or your weight. Some people feel that they are too fat, or some people feel that they are too thin. And then we have another insecurity which we call the professional insecurities. This type of insecurities has to do with your profession, your choosing career or your choosing area of work. Yeah, most people feel that okay, they are not good enough. And when there are opportunities arises in such professions and you have the privilege of applying to partake or benefit from such opportunities, and then you see other people that you feel that okay, this person deserves this more than me. Instead of pushing forward and going to actually achieve this opportunity, you sit down and you relegate yourself to the background and you lose out on such opportunity. This has affected most people in their profession. And the third one is what we call relationship insecurity. This happens majorly among couples that are in a relationship. It could be married couples. This couple could be in a loving relationship. Maybe I mean the man is doing okay, the man is doing okay, and one of them may now start feeling that okay, I don't deserve this person, or why is this person with me? I'm not really that fine. I know about his exes and those that he have dated, or I know about her exes and those that she have dated. I know that her previous exes they are rich, but I'm not really that buoyant. Why is she with me? Why is he with me? And he start feeling insecure, and then they cannot start feeling maybe he's getting something from somewhere else. He's getting something from someone somewhere. Hence, that's why he's still with me. When he starts feeling like this, start having these insecurities about the person that is just loving, is loving, jovy, and is just devoted to them. They just feel that the person is doing it because the person has something or someone outside, and hence they start having jealousy issues. They start having arguments. They start having problems as a couple because of such insecurities. Like I said earlier, everyone has their own insecurities. I have mine. You have yours. I'm going to mention some of mine so you know that I'm not alone. Many young ladies feel that okay, they are alone. There is no one can understand what they are going through, but that's not true. There's some people that you even look up to that you feel that okay, they are perfect, they have this, they have that, they are better than me, they have what I don't have, and then they are looking at you and they are looking at you and they're thinking, this girl is okay, oh, I wish I could be like her, and everybody is looking at each other and we are feeling that we are having insecurity. Most people will not come and tell you and say, hello, look, I'm insecure about this. We all have it, but we don't really talk about it because it's not really deemed important. For example, me, I have various insecurities of my own. I'm going to mention some of them. One of them is my speech. As you can see, I talk very, very fast, and I'm very insecure about this. This has affected me because I don't really love talking. I don't really love coming out to speak about certain things. But at a point, I have to cut on the clip because I kind of tend to rush and eat my words. And in public, I don't like talking. Sometimes I say some things and I have to repeat them over and over again so that people will have to hear me. Another insecurity I had when I was growing up was my looks. which I think I've kind of overcome right now. I did not really feel beautiful growing up, and the pain part was that nobody actually called me ugly. I was never called like, "Hello, you are a very ugly girl." No, in fact, my parents, my loved ones, my siblings, even strangers would come, "Ah, beautiful girl," but I never felt it. I always look at myself like, "Oh, why is my eye like this? Why is my color like this? Why is my nose like that? Why is my teeth like that?" And I don't really feel beautiful. And that's another insecurity I had was my size. I felt I was very thin. It was an insecurity of mine for a long time. So you're not alone. This insecurity I have now that I mentioned, we feel like, oh, why is she insecure about? That's nothing. Feel right? That the same thing that other people feel when you mention your own insecurity. They be like, "Wah, that's not even true." And the painful part about this insecurity is that you see them, right? But others do not see them. They do not feel like this is an insecurity, or they feel like this is even the best thing about you. But you feel like it is an insecurity, and it's affecting your mental health and your mental well-being. Now, how do we come about insecurities? I'm not born and just God just said, okay, as this my child is coming now, we are go with these insecurities. No, we're not born with insecurities. There are things that we are fed with by others, maybe by the standard that people have made. This is standard behavior of people, or this is the standard look that a lady or a guy should have. And when we're not meeting this standard, we now start having them as insecurities. Or there may be things that people say about us. Oh, your nose is very big. And when you hear that, when you hear that, the next day you look at me and be like, this nose is really big, oh, or your eyes are very big, or your mouth does not look okay. And when people mention these people that mention it, they're like, they are joking, right? The other people have laughed about it, but you yourself, you have gained a new insecurity by yourself, which that's why I see the video. We should watch our mouths and the way and the things that we say, because just a little joke you joke about little things can become an insecurity for someone else right there and right then. The feeling that you are not good enough, you are not good enough, you don't deserve what you are getting, and all that are actually affected individuals that are growing up. And and that cause of insecurity can be through a trauma. Maybe you lost someone, or an accident that occurred can be a starting point for an insecurity in an individual's life. But the major cause, which me personally have experienced, is by people, maybe your loved ones, friends, even strangers, talking about things or stating a thing about you that they feel that it's not okay. Why do you have big stomach? Why is your nose so big? Why is your leg so long? So, and when they say these things, they are spoken, they've gone, right? They've even forgotten that they said such a thing. When you go home, you start feeling insecure about that thing. And that thing is that insecurity can result due to comparison. When you're comparing yourself with someone, or when you compare yourself with someone and you're like, wow, this girl, look at this girl, look at me. Then you start thinking, okay, she's has a better eyes, but I have a better leg. And in comparison, if in the comparison, the person that you compare yourself with wins in that comparison, you have gained an insecurity in that person. Apart from other people's comments about you, comparison is very, very vital. When you are fond of comparing yourself, when you are fond of comparing yourself to people, or when you go online, most of us we are online 247. You go online, you go to Facebook, go to Instagram, you go to Snapchat, you see beautiful people with which most of them are edited pictures anyway, and you're like, oh, why can't I be like this? Why can't I be like this? And when you are able to converse with these people that actually have this perfect picture or this perfect images on Facebook or online, if you discover that it takes them time, okay, to get a perfect take of a picture that they post online, they have to take pictures over and over and over. I can hear that feeling, I'm not looking like this, not looking fine, and then you have gained a very, very massive insecurity in your life. Take notes. While we're talking about insecurities, we should know very importantly that insecurities feed mental health issues. Mental health issues like what? Like we have anxiety, we have depression, we have low self-esteem. Very, very important. I can testify to this. These three things I've actually experienced due to insecurities. So when you have these insecurities, it feed these things. You have low self-esteem when you feel, oh, this person is better than me, this person deserves this opportunity more than me. And instead of you to go forward and go and pursue your dreams, or go and achieve whatever you are supposed to achieve, you feel, well, let me just relax. Why would I do this when this person is there? Why would I do this when someone else is better than me that can get all the insecurity? Can also cause anxiety. You can be anxious for nothing. Maybe you have a given task or given assignments, because you are not feeling sure about yourself, you are feeling insecure, you will just be anxious. You see yourself, you are anxious, you cannot really do anything. You just lay down, you're like thinking, you can't even sleep. Why did they give it to me? Why did they not give to this to Sandra or Joseph or John? Why me? You start thinking, and then you are, instead of you preparing for what you have ahead, you start wasting your time wallowing in your own self-pity of insecurity. I'm going to be talking about anxiety and depression in another video, which I'm going to post in a later date. So, if you're interested in it, you can just subscribe and push the notification button so you can be notified when the video is being released. While having insecurities cannot be prevented, it is inevitable to have insecurities, right? But there are some things that you cannot do individually that will not allow these insecurities to affect your life. The first step is to confront your feelings straight ahead. Don't avoid them. Don't feel like, let me not even think about it, right? You are thinking about it while not thinking about it. So confront it. Why do I feel that I'm not enough? Look at yourself in the mirror. Tell yourself you are good enough. You are worth it. You deserve all the chances you are getting. Don't just avoid it and just avoid yourself to the background. Secondly, have a growth mindset. Have the mindset of a champion. I have this video up on my channel so you can go and check it up. The mindset of a champion. Have that mindset. Nextly, prepare yourself for setback. You know, in insecurity, you are ready for setback. If you are looking forward to it, you are like, I know I cannot just do this. I must flop. Prepare yourself for setback, but don't let it control you. Don't let it take over your life. Don't let it be the things that now you now be thinking about constantly, controlling what you do, controlling what you say, controlling how you think. You can't even sleep because you are thinking about setback. While you are preparing yourself to prevent setback, don't let it control you. Nextly, embrace all your characteristics with passion. Not just oh well, I'm going to manage it. What will I do now? It's just me, it's me. So what is the way God made me? It's God that want me to be like this. Let me just be like this. No. Embrace the characteristics. Next thing is challenge negative thoughts. Immediately negative thoughts come across to you or like to your mind, just shun it immediately. Don't just embrace it. Negative thoughts coming that you are not enough, you don't deserve it, you are too ugly, you are too this, you are too fat, you are too that. Challenge them. No, I'm not ugly. No, I am enough. No, I deserve it. Challenge these negative thoughts and then you use them by thinking critically to improve yourself. While you are in such situation, use them positively. Myself, listen to other people's stories of their insecurities. I've told you some of mine. I'll show you how I've been struggling to like express myself just because of how fast I talk. So talking fast and eating my word is just something that I have to deal with and it's an insecurity of mine, but I'm learning to deal with it. So you see that and so listen to other people's stories about their insecurities and how they overcame it, and you can also do it. Don't just wallow in your insecurities. Try new things that make you happy. Go outside, try things, and you will see you will be better for it. Another very important point is let go of people or things that fuel your insecurity. That one person that will come and tell you big head or you are too fat. Say, what are you even eating? Every time you will see the person today, tomorrow you will still say it, next tomorrow the person will still say it. Please run away. Avoid that person. That person is not good for your mental health at all. People, individuals, or situations that make you that remind you of your insecurities that always eat on it, keep on telling you, this is your big nose. What will you want to do about your nose? Or your legs are too thin. And what are you eating? Please avoid them. So they may be joking, but it's affecting you mentally. Please, run. Yes, be proud of the progress you make, no matter how little. Be proud of every progress you make as an individual. Be proud of it. Don't compare yourself. I've told you before, comparison is one of the things that fuels insecurity. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of the progress you have made personally, no matter how little. Please avoid comparison. Avoid comparison in your life. Please do not do it. Comparing yourself. Some people are fond of it. Anybody they see, even their family member, their siblings, they keep on comparing. And when you are comparing, you are getting insecurity. When you are comparing yourself with someone, right? And the person now wins, like I said this earlier, the person now wins in the comparison, you have gained the person as an insecurity for yourself. So please do not compare yourself with other people because it will affect you when push comes to shove. Finally, we have come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have learned something vital. Like I said earlier, your insecurities do not own you. They do not control you. They are not what God says about you. Apart from all those things I've said about controlling your insecurities and not letting them to control you, you should know that God, creator of heaven and earth, knows you. He knows your insecurities. He is there for you. So, and it's only God that will fully help you overcome these insecurities. When you know God and you serve God and you believe in Him and you trust in Him, He will help you overcome these. Thank you very much for staying to the end. If you love this video, you want to see more of this, click on the like button subscribe, and the notification bell so you can be notified when I release another video. Thank you very much. Till meet again. Bye.